Hey, everybody. Listen, welcome in the building. You know what tonight is, okay? So if y'all been watching Love and Marriage DC, you know we usually recap it over here every Wednesday, and we're in the building. Well, guess what, people? We got a special treat for y'all tonight, and we're bringing none other than the lovely couple. The Tylers are in the building. Now hit that like button, people, because I'm about to bring them in here, okay? And you know how we do over here. Somebody said Team Moreno. Okay, I know that's right. Listen, come in the building, come in the building. Hey, E, I'm glad to see everybody out there. So I'm going to bring them in the building, okay? Give them a, that's right, Boria. Throw some hands up, okay, for the Tylers, because they're here. They decided to stop by the Gray Tribe, and we are so grateful. So let's bring them in the building. Hold on one second, everybody. Hello, good evening, good evening.
Hello there. How are you?
Listen, I'm doing wonderful. Y'all looking amazing, okay? And we love y'all over here. So we recap Love and Marriage DC on my show. We usually do it every Wednesday night while y'all are airing on the air, and we absolutely love y'all, okay? And sometimes we're screaming at the TV because of some things that are going on between y'all too. But that's why you pointed to the right. Then you pointed the finger at the right place, okay? But we're going to get into it. But overall, I think that y'all two are amazing, and I think that y'all are giving us reality TV because you're being vulnerable and you're showing what we believe is your true life and everything that goes on. And that takes a lot of courage to do, especially the way people tear people down in the social media. Yeah. So you know what? God bless y'all for giving us reality TV. So we know that last season was the first season of Love and Marriage DC. How are you liking reality TV? And how do you feel about the show in comparison to your first season and this second season?
For me, I think the first season for us, because we were new to reality TV, we had to get used to the cameras following us around. We had to get used to call times and, just being vulnerable and putting our life out there for others to see. It was like difficult. As you can see, the first season is totally different than second season.
Yes.
I was shy. I didn't really, give my all like I did second season. I was kind of like trying to say, like, I didn't really want to put too much of me out there. I was kind of like, should I say this? I don't want people to judge me for saying certain things. Should I do this? Should I bring certain things up? Because I didn't want people to judge us, although they did anyway.
Yes.
We were new to reality TV, so we were kind of like picking and choosing what to say, how should we react to different things. So second season for me, I felt more comfortable behind the cameras. I felt more comfortable in my confessionals. I let people see the real Irena. As you can see, I spoke my mind. I didn't let nobody walk over me. I told people how I felt. If they did something wrong, I let them know, like, this is not right. You shouldn't have said this. And Jamie and I, we get into it all the time. But I felt more comfortable second season around.
Okay, wonderful. And Jamie, how did you feel about it?
Well, for me, because I didn't sign up for reality TV, they wanted credit, and I was a casualty of war, so I ended up having to do it. But I was still employed with the police department.
Okay.
So I tried to skate through season 1 without any craziness and all that come with reality TV.
Mhm.
And what I found is impossible. You know, if you don't talk and insert yourself, whatever you do say, they're going to show exactly what you don't want them to show. And I felt like season 1, you know, early on, I really wasn't engaged. I really didn't want to be a part of it. She was just throwing all our old business in the street. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like this 10, 15-year-old stuff you bringing up for these people? We don't even know them like that. Like we eating them on the show. So I had as you see, I had my ways of reacting to stuff I didn't like. And I retired literally 4 days before season 2 started filming.
Wow.
So you saw more open, direct, me. So season 2, I feel like, and it's still going on. We got 10 more episodes. I feel like you're going to see more vulnerability from me on the second half.
Mhm.
More, I say, as they say, shady. Because I think I went into the first half just trying to be politically correct with the other guys.
Okay.
I saw how they were throwing me under the bus, so I took the gloves off on the second half, and it's a different whole me.
Oh my! So we're gonna be in for a show, huh? Y'all better tune in, okay? Because it's second half.
Right. And that's one of the things that's different with this season is that last season we did 10 episodes, and then we had the reunion. Right. This season we did 10, and then we do a second 10. So we got the first half of the season, we got the second half. While we were filming the second half, we were watching the first half on the show for the first time on TV. Okay. So we got to see, confessionals from the other cast members and them saying things about us that we had no idea that they were saying. We saw scenes that were filmed without us, and they were conversating about me and my family. So, it was different, So when we got into scene and it was time to do what we need to do on set, it was like, okay, I just watched the show and you said these things about me and I thought we were cool. Right. So it's a different type of season because we're watching it on TV while we're actually still filming. So emotions are there, we get angry for what we're seeing on TV and it's just it's different.
Wow. Why did they decide, why did Carlos King decide to do it that way?
I don't know. He just wanted to do 20 weeks straight. We filmed for 6 months straight. Wow. I hate the way it's set up. I literally hate it because, again, like I said, you're thinking you're cool with some of the cast members. And then when you watch it on TV, because we're watching it on TV for the first time, just like you guys. Wow. So when it comes on Saturday, we're seeing it for the first time as well. We don't get to see it beforehand. So we're filming with these people and it's like, oh, well, damn, you shade me in my wig launch, or you're talking about, things that I never thought that they would say about me. Right. On TV. And then when we get into scene while we're still filming, it's like, well, damn, I thought we were cool. So now your attitude is going to shift because you're like, oh, you're talking about me, so I'm going to shade you back. So it's just totally different this season. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to add this as an in-between here. First of all, everybody, Arena, you slaying it on that TV, honey.
Thank you.
You are bringing the fashion, okay, the hair, the makeup. I mean, no matter what scene you show up for, you tearing the screen down, okay? So we love it. We love it.
Look, and they talk about me every time I come. So they give us this call sheet for the week. Okay. And they actually tell us what we need to wear. They say casual chic or just wear athletic wear. I never go by that sheet. Never. Okay. I'm always overdressed because that's just me anyway. So if they say casual, I'm going to be upscale. Okay. So I'm the one walking in with the heels while everybody else got on jeans and tennis shoes. I've always been that person though. And I told the producers, they look at me when I pull up and they looking at me like, didn't I tell you casual? I'm like, y'all know me. Number one, we on a show. We're filming. So you're going to go and be extra. You're going to be extra.
That part. You got the memo, and definitely I'm here for every moment of it. I love it, and I love y'all two together. And I will say this really quickly before I get to the next question. Well, actually, you know what? I'll say it when we get to that part because we're going to talk about the intervention that your daughter set up there, right? And so I just love the way that y'all are just, I love your whole family. by the way.
Thank
Okay. You love your whole family and love the way that you're showing everything. So let me say this. You know, we had a big debate here on the show because we didn't know whose mother your mother was. Okay, we didn't know if it was Jamie, we didn't know it was you, but we felt like that is just a testament to your relationship and your family that we couldn't even tell like who mom it was, right? So I think that's a great thing. So how long is your mom still living with you, and how long has she been living with you?
She's still living with us. She moved in with us how long ago? 5 years ago?
A little over 2017.
Yeah, so a little over 5 years ago. But the reason why you all looking and saying, well, whose mom is it? Because Jamie actually met my mom first.
Really?
You know, we all worked together in the government, and he was close to my mom before he even met me.
Wow.
So they built a relationship way before I came into the picture. And you got to think too, we've been together for 30 years.
Right.
So she, you know, we've been around. He's been around my mom for over 30 years, and you know, he's just like, you know, my mom is just like his mom. So you can't really tell, like, is that Raymond's mom?
I met her mother at 20 years old.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That'll be 50.
Okay. But you know what though, we say that too because I mean, don't everybody get along with their in-laws? So yeah.
Now we get her cut up. She was just getting on me out back.
But it's not nothing bad.
Yeah. We just
playing around.
We go at it though.
But she spoils him.
Okay.
She comes in every single one. Since she moved in, every morning, do y'all want breakfast?
Wow.
For us every morning. When Jason was here before he went away to doors, my mother cooked breakfast for Jason and us every single day, 7 days a week. So now that Jason is gone, it's still like, Jamie, you want breakfast? Because he's retired now. And she's like, you want me to fix you something? Y'all want dinner? Y'all want lunch? Y'all going out? You know, what's going on? So she spoils him. She spoils me too. She spoils the entire family.
Do y'all want breakfast? Do y'all want
Tell your mom she can come stay in my house for a couple of weeks. I'll welcome her in, okay?
The bacon and the pancakes be delicious.
Oh my God, that is absolutely beautiful. You know, I want to jump back for a minute, Jamie, because you said you retired like 4 days before the second season. What did the department think about you being on the first season?
Well, so we have paperwork we have to do if you're doing outside employment.
Okay.
And, I tussled on doing it because I was right at the end, about to go out the door. And I was like, is this going to come on while I'm still here? And then they was like, May. I was like, shit. So I was leaving in October.
Okay.
I had to do the paperwork. And a good friend of mine who I trained as a rookie is assistant chief now. So I called her for everything serious like that. And I was like, what do I need to do? Because I don't have time for nothing.
Right.
Told me what to do the paperwork, legal counsel, talk to owns legal people, get them all on the same page. It was a lot. And everybody's like, as long as you're not doing pornography or degrading the police department, I don't have a problem with it. So I did the paperwork. It went up the chain, came back, and I was good to go.
That's nice. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So, you know, now we got the family intervention that Brittany set up. I thought it was a beautiful thing, but before I get into that with y'all, okay, the way y'all ride, they should have had some theme music, okay, because Jamie Jr. comes out his nice little car, okay, to go up the stairs, and then you, mama walking down the block, y'all two walking down the block to go to Brittany's house. I thought it was a really great scene, but I really liked what happened inside the home. So tell us a little bit about the intervention, you know, the therapy and everything that, you know, both the Jamies attended, and how is that going?
Well, I can start off with, you saw what happened on the balcony, obviously.
Right.
I was pretty much kind of set with production, with everybody off camera. I'm not talking to him no more, trying to resolve this. Like, at this point, we need a therapist.
Okay.
And, I told producers that, and I guess their way to get me to be in the same room was, Brittany, you need to call your family together. So when we got there, of course, he's there. And I'm like, here we go. So, I mean, you saw how it played out, and ultimately he agreed to go to the therapist. Mm-hmm. But I was not going to try to have a resolution no more without a professional. I was done.
We thought that we were coming to see Brittany's new boo. 'Cause that's the
Oh,
part of the second half of the season. Y'all will get to meet Brittany's new boo.
okay.
So that's what we were thinking. We're like, oh, okay, we're coming to Brittany's. Look, my mother, she's excited. She said, oh, Brittany's having dinner. You know, hopefully we get to meet her new boyfriend. And then we walk in and little Jamie's there. So we're like, oh, here we go. You know, that was like that. That was our first time seeing each other since the incident at Jason's party. So I
Okay.
just knew that it was going to be something, you know, walking in when I saw him. So
Mm.
Brittany, she put it together. And Brittany is like, you know, she's like what can I call her? The mama of the family, or she's the one that we all call on the side when we have questions.
Okay.
We need some
When
advice.
she getting on my nerves, I call
He
Brittany.
calls Brittany.
She
Me and Brittany talk all day. If I have something to talk to her about, anything, it could be business, it could be, you know, your dad is getting on my nerves, your brother is driving me crazy. Like, I'm picking up the phone, I'm calling Brittany. Lil Jamie's doing the same thing. So we're all pulling on Brittany for advice because she's just, you know, she acts older than, you know, who she is or what she is.
Right, she's the mediator in the family, and that's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
Yeah, all families need that, right? So are you still in therapy?
So since we filmed, we stayed in touch with Dr. Cunningham.
Okay.
I think the plan was to do another scene. It didn't make it.
Okay.
So I would say a new season, you may see more. But it's more therapy with me, just not with Dr. Cunningham. It's some
Okay.
stuff I got going on there.
Yeah, we'll get to see it. We'll definitely be tuned in. Well, I will say this, and with Dr. Cunningham, we've seen a lot of different reality shows and different doctors come on these shows, and I love to say that he's one of the best that we've seen on TV. I don't know how he is, you know, personally in real life, but I felt like he was really. It wasn't like for a show. Like I felt like he was invested in, and I thought he gave both of y'all some really good advice because he also told you, Jamie, he was like, you know, there's a part you played in it. And he told Jamie Jr., he said, there's a part you played in it. So I thought it was a good scene and good for people to see because sometimes there are dynamics out there between families, right? And especially fathers and sons. And, you know, that we have to like, you know, resolve and kind of get through. So it was nice to see y'all go through that. We did appreciate seeing that. So we know that Jamie Jr. had got a job on the show. We heard and saw about that. Did the coat drive, and how is he doing?
Today he's still working.
Nice.
Still, he's a lot better. Mind you, y'all seeing the stuff 3 months later.
Right.
He still got his issues, you know, that we still kind of go right back where we started sometimes. And, you know, I could just say he's in a better place and doing better. But it's just, you know, when you at my age and the stuff I've done in 50 years and aspire to do later, like it's hard to get that generation to see it without coming off as, you know, you trying to tell them what to do with their life. It's like, I know kind of what works.
Right.
They're doing not really working.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen to me for once and I got you. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
You see, this generation just different. And that's kind of what I've been saying. Like they're just different people, different mindset. The phone technology is just
yeah.
You just gotta get out of the way and like go ahead, man, figure it out.
Yeah, I can't say he is doing good. I mean, he goes to work every single day. He gets up with no problem. We don't have to bug him to go to work. He gets up every single day, go to work. He's still modeling. He's still modeling. He just did a modeling job a few days ago. And he's still interested in acting because he was doing some acting as well. He's still working at the school, but he's also looking for a change and he's looking for a career now. You know, he has a job. So now he's looking for a career, and Jamie has one of his friends that's helping him with that. So he's doing better.
Right.
Doing much better.
One step at a time, right? So that's the good thing that he is doing better. So we'll keep him in the prayers. And how's Jason doing?
Jason is doing, He's doing good. You all would be surprised. So we just had to go up to his school not his school. So we went up to Doors, which is the program that he's in.
Right.
It's a workshop. It's for adults. So I have to keep reminding myself not to say school because Jason is 20-some years old. He's not at a school anymore. He's at a work program for adults, all the way up to senior citizens.
Wow.
So we just had a meeting with one of the Doors counselors last week. And you know, it was some things that we just didn't think we were going to hear about Jason because everyone thinks Jason is, oh, he's doing great. Jason's doing so good. And we've been telling people that until we went to this meeting. And Jason, you know, we had to like tell him like, look, and Jason is
really?
He's telling people like, I don't have to do this because I'm a celebrity.
Ooh.
You know, don't tell me what to do. You know, he's telling the instructors when he's supposed to be doing certain things. He's supposed to learn how to cook. You know, he's supposed to be learning how to get around in public. You know, he has workshops that he has to attend every single day. He gets paid for it. Mm-hmm. But some of the things that they're telling him to do, he's like, well, you know, I shouldn't have to do that. I'm on TV now. You know, so he's he's getting a little besides himself. So they had to have I'm going to say emergency meeting, but they had a meeting with us and they just telling us like, you know, Jason, you need to talk to Jason because if he keeps up with this attitude and doesn't continue to do things that we're trying to help him do to progress in life, they're going to put him off the program.
Yeah, we don't want that, right? No.
So I said, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Did he get it though when y'all finished talking to him?
He's doing much better. We normally pick Jason up on the weekends just to hang out with the family. So it was like the week after that meeting, I said, Jason, I'm going to come get you for Easter break. He was like, no, I'm hanging out with my friends. I was like, oh, okay. I said, you sure? Like, yeah, but you can send me some money for the weekend. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Boys are his. Something else, I'm telling you.
You know what though? I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad he's doing well. Yeah, and I'm glad he got into the program too. So we were all happy for him when that happened. It was another thing. That was a great thing to see on TV. You know, the drama is the drama sometimes, but when you see these nice moving moments like that, especially with the families, I think it's like something different. It's something good to see. And I absolutely love and Marriage DC. And I hope that y'all continue on the path and don't end up on the same wavelength that we see normally with a lot of reality TV shows. But I'm truly enjoying it. So, Jamie, you retired. Congratulations. Okay. How many years was you on the armed force?
25 in 1 week.
You counting the 1 week.
Count that week.
Absolutely.
Ooh. So listen, you know, I'm sure you've seen a lot, you've been through a lot. Do you think that, you know, all your time on the force like kind of impacted and influenced the way that you parent?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And also, what are you doing now that you retired? Like, how are you filling your time? Besides telling Arena that it's time to do her TikTok videos.
To be honest with you, like I said, 4 days after I turned my stuff in, I had a camera in my face for the next 6 months.
Wow, right.
I just left, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now sitting still, relaxing. We've been out all day in the sun. I still have my entertainment company. We have our joint ventures. I haven't still had help making videos, but that's another story.
So look, you know, it was a lot for me to even start back doing the videos, but now that Instagram saying you're not getting paid for reels and
YouTube.
So we need to do so we can do YouTube. Look, once they told me I'm not getting paid, you know, I want the money.
I'm
totally turned off now.
I wonder why they changed that. That's crazy.
I don't know. So a lot of people we were making good money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So once they put that out there, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know what made them change that, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, I get it, right? So right after you retired, it was like back to work, so to speak, because the cameras was in your face. So I get that.
I did give him his honey to-do list, so he is checking off some things on his list. We're getting the basement done, and
nice.
You know, so he is doing some things, but he's enjoying retirement life, and I can't really fault him from that because he put in that time. And I
Yes.
get with him all the time. I'm like, oh, you're not doing anything. And I'm jealous. Because he can wake up when he wants to. He can go where he wants to. I'm still like trying to juggle and do businesses and things like that. But he put in his work, so he deserves to relax and enjoy his retirement.
Yes, I totally agree. So you lost your wig line on the show. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. And again, I can't say enough. Like every time you show up, I mean, you show up and you show out. So
Thank
how is your wig line going?
It's going great. I was just telling another young lady we're actually adding on some new wigs to the collection. I have a photo shoot coming up on Friday. So every, I'm just coming up with different ideas and different styles, getting my customers feedback, what styles they're looking for. But it's going really good. In the second half of the season, you're going to see more of the wig line as well. So we're still filming, we're not still filming, but what you're going to see for the second half, you're going to see more of the wig line. And I'm doing a wig pop-up. You're going to see some of the cast members trying on wigs. So it's really going good.
And
I love it.
Some of the cast members putting on wigs. You can put it
Why not? But I'm excited. The young lady that I collab with, she's been doing my wigs for so long. I remember meeting her when she was like 18 years old.
Wow.
Started doing a lot of celebrities, and she started doing a lot of people in the area. And she's really good. She's very professional. She does a really great job. So it was like long overdue because people were coming to her saying, I want my hair like Irana's, showing pictures of her, showing pictures of me. And it was like, okay, well, we need to do something. So it was like perfect timing, to do this wig launch. And it's going very well.
Nice. So let me say this because most recently Brittany tweeted, I want to say it was the other day, that people aren't really friends on the show. They're faking friendships. Not necessarily your show. I think she was just talking about reality TV in general. So do you have real friendships from the show?
I do. Of course, when Winter and I, the first season, Winter and I started off rocky.
It was rough.
Yes, it was definitely rough. The second season, you all see a continuation of that. And then towards the end of this, first half of the season, we became cordial and we kind of like hugged it out and said, you know what? We could come around each other, be peaceful, drama free, and, come in the same space without arguing and fussing.
Right.
And so we're cordial. We don't have a real friendship. Like when the cameras are off, we're not calling each other. We're not hanging out together.
Gotcha.
Sherelle is a friend of Ashley. She came on as a friend of Ashley. So we're cordial as well. As you can see, we got into it as well, season 2. But we're cordial now. We can come into the same space, handle our business, do what we need to do, but we're not hanging out after filming. The only person I'm really hanging out with currently right now is Joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So Joy was introduced to us this season. Sherelle was introduced to us this season. Do you think it was a good mix?
Absolutely. I think it was a good mix. I knew Joy and Clifton would be great for the show because they already had the Ready to Love show that they were on. They have the following. People were interested in their life and what's happening after Ready to Love. So I knew that they would be a good fit for the show. Sherelle and her husband, Alfred Duncan, they're great as well. People love Sherelle's personality. They're both great. And I think they were good fits. Absolutely.
Okay, I love it. And so Jamie, how are all the men getting along that's on the show?
Let's just say me and Clifton cool.
Okay.
That's all I probably talk to right now. I mean, me and Black are cool. We just might don't talk a lot, but I've known Quick probably 15 years or so.
Okay.
I've known Black for a few years. I know Clifton and I were in the same circle for years, but we never really connected till recently. But we knew
we knew of each other.
But like I said, when you watching this stuff real time, you see how your friends talk. I'm not gonna fake do it. I can't be watching this and then be fake when I see you or filming. And you'll see it come out as we move on.
Right.
So, and we're done filming, I'm feel the same way. I'm like,
Yeah, you're done. No, I mean, I think as we recap, I think even all the fans got a little emotional about the way they spoke of Jamie Jr. So if that's what you're referring to, we feel your pain.
the whole
more than
season,
that.
it's just
That was the beginning of it.
yeah,
Okay.
This was more that
the whole
transpired.
season. Just like when you've been around people for years in real life, and then you get a camera in front of, then you want to make me a drunk or alcoholic. Are you kidding me? Like, you've been around me for I've never been a drunk.
Mhm.
And you put a camera in my face and you ask me personal stuff hours after drinking and taking shots and celebrating somebody's birthday, you're going to get a reaction out of me you probably not going to like. That don't mean I'm drunk. I would have said that off water. Like, you asked me a question about my son in the middle of a party. I said what I said. That's how I felt when I walked in the venue. When I walked out, I would have said the same exact thing. But when the camera's on, it's like we're going to play with him for it. But nah, you're not going to do that. And the second half is a different me. You'll see.
And then you got the social media, Twitter wars, you know,
Mhm.
tweeting while the show was going on, and people are getting in their feelings, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, where did this come from? Oh, we like this now, or you know, it was just a lot. So that added on to, you know, things that we saw like doing while I was filming, you know, while I was showing on TV. It was just a lot. It was a lot.
Because you got to imagine when it comes on, 3 months had went by. Everybody's cool and we business as usual. But then when it come on, you really seeing what was being said. And you're like, well, damn. So then on Twitter, you know, it's good for the cast to have banter back and forth. But then when the cast go lower than the banter, then it's like, oh, you really, really feel like that. And then I'm not the guy that's going to be like, you know, oh, and I'm going lower than you, as you see. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. It is what it is.
Literally, once we finished filming, I shut down mentally. I had to mentally take a break because you got 6 months of nonstop filming, and you got the drama, you got the bickering, you just got so much going on while you're filming. It takes a toll on you. Like, I mentally just stopped. I didn't want to talk to anybody on the cast. I damn didn't want to talk to the producers. You know, I just wanted my life back to where it was, you know, because it was so much. And I just had to set boundaries. I didn't want any of that toxic energy around me. And it was just like, I really wanted to just hang with the friends that I normally hang with before filming, the women that I feel comfortable around, the women I love to, you know, have fun with. We're not arguing. There's no drama. There's no fussing. There's no cussing. Those are the people that I'm now like feeling comfortable. And those are the people that I really want to hang around with.
And no judgment.
No judgment.
I should not go around people I'm friends with and be like, can I even have a drink without these people judging me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't move like that. Like, I'm an entertainment guy. I've been in the entertainment business decades. So I'm social. I'm in venues all the time. I'm throwing concerts with thousands of people. I have drinks and I'm never out of pocket. I carry a weapon everywhere I go. So how I'm gonna be drunk all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be around you if I got, Jamie drunk. Look at it. He got me. No, my real friends, we all gonna act up. And we gonna laugh about it and talk about it the next day.
And they're not gonna judge you.
Yeah. And then get a camera in the face and say, you know how Jamie get when he drinking? What? You don't know like that? Are you kidding me? So it's just a lot, and it's trickling into real life.
When you see the second half of the season, you're gonna remember this conversation. And you're gonna understand why we're saying this.
Yeah, well, you know what? I understand a little bit already because it's like if you saying you're my friend, you know us. Before these cameras turned on, you know us. Mm-hmm. So for you to be sitting here saying this nonsense and because it's lights, camera, action, that's kind of messed up. So And unfortunately, I think reality TV has destroyed a lot of relationships that were real, right? Because it's like, and then of course, I mean, it's only human, it's natural, right? All right, if you're going to let loose on the TV, then I'm gonna have to let loose too. Okay, we're gonna do this together. But
cameras will change people. As soon as them cameras come on, it's a whole other person. And then it's always this person that wants to be the star. Yep. It's always this person that want to outshine everybody. It's always this person that just want to do the most every time the cameras got on.
And want to muddy up the people who the crowd like. They want to muddy. I'm saying us. They want to muddy us up. But they're naturally going to be us, whether you try it or not. And I read the comments on all these platforms, and I see we're the ones more authentic than what they're watching.
Right.
And it is what it is. Don't get mad at me and try to throw dirt on me because you don't have nothing going on. We got 5 storylines relevant to most people in the world.
Facts.
3 adult kids, 1 got a disability, 1 got issues. The oldest is the head of the house. Mm-hmm. You got a 30-year relationship.
Mama T.
You got Mama T living here. You got retired. I could go on and on. I throw the biggest events in the city. She got most, I could go on. So people like, damn, I could relate with them on 100 levels. But then if you got other castmates that don't have nothing going on, let's talk about Jamie Rayner every chance we get. Right. I'm watching the show like, I'm like, God damn. Y'all keep talking about me.
Yeah. So, and y'all definitely got a whole lot of storylines going on, all within one little thing. So, and again, truly appreciate it because, like you said, it's giving us realness. I think a lot of people can relate, right? Because listen, I know you tell the kids, and they don't want to listen to you, and you like, okay, I'm trying to help you. I'm not against you here. Like, listen to me. I've been there, done that. But they gotta bump their head against that wall themselves. But the good thing is, like, you don't give up. You don't give up on your kids. And that's the beautiful thing to see. So, so with that being said, and I know that, it's a lot because, like you said, you got to like deep, like kind of woosah after you start filming. Is there going to be a reunion after this second set of shows?
Absolutely. We just don't know when the reunion is going to film. Last season, we filmed like around the second week in June.
Okay.
But it was 10 episodes. So now we're working with 20 episodes. So you all have to see the remaining 10. And then I'm sure in between that time when you all are watching the 10, we're going to be filming a reunion. We just don't have a date yet. But it is going to be a reunion. It's probably going to be 3 parts.
Oh my God. So when we first saw Love and Marriage DC, Monique was on the show with Chris. Do you miss them?
Absolutely. And we're still in touch with Chris and Monique.
Okay, nice.
So we still speak with them, yes, often.
Okay, okay. So we could take some questions from the subscribers here. So if y'all have your questions, throw it in now. I'm not scrolling back because the diva. I can't be scrolling back. Okay. So throw your questions in there if you have any questions for them. Okay. Let me see here. As the audience, we do see a lot of love in your family. Yes. And it comes across the screen to us as in an authentic way. I do agree. Thank you for that, Lorraine B. We most certainly do, especially Mama T, everybody, Brittany, Jason. And you know what? I love when y'all had Jason's party and, Jamie Jr. and just walked up to him and told him like he wants him like to do the best and have a good time. Like, I mean, go out there and branch out on his own. We definitely see the love in your whole family, and I really, really do love it. Okay, somebody said here, ask Raina, what lip color are you wearing tonight?
Man, my makeup artist has her own lip line, so I need to find out what color this is.
Okay,
but she is what is her? Her name is Letitia Thornhill, but I can't remember the name of her lipstick line.
Okay,
so I'm gonna have to send it to you, and then maybe you can
send it to me, and I will update everybody.
Okay.
Yes, that's amazing. So what Raina, we know you got the wig line. What else do you have? Like, tell everybody like how they could support you and everything. Like, what else are y'all doing? I'm gonna put your TikTok stuff in the description, but tell us everything.
So I also have my own credit repair company. It's called J&E Consultants. I was doing credit repair before I started the show. And I'm glad they're now, like, for this season, I am really proud and excited that they're now showcasing our businesses more. Last season, they did just the real estate. And I had so many other things going on. I had the online boutique, I was acting, it was so much going on, but they didn't showcase that. This season, they're really pushing us to showcase our businesses. So I think you're going to see the real estate the second half of the season. You're going to see more of my wig launch, not wig launch, but wig line. You're also going to see, what else? Oh, the credit repair. So you're going to see some things from the credit repair. I'm going to be sitting with the kids, consulting them, letting them know, giving them some financial advice. So I'm glad about this because I was like, that's one of the reasons we come on this platform, to share our businesses, to help our businesses grow. So I'm really excited about that. But yes, we have the real estate as well. We're not real estate agents, but we're investors. So we look for distressed properties. Sometimes we'll fix them and flip them for a profit. And then we also do wholesale deals as well. And then Jamie has things going on as well.
J&J Entertainment Group, 14 years in business. I have a lot of events lined up going into 24. I turned 50 in May. Got that going on. What else I got? Oh, I'm in a movie we're filming right now. That'll be on BET. I think I have a scene Friday, my next scene. So, we just all over.
Not doing it.
We're keeping our hands in a lot of things.
Yeah. We've been doing a few appearances that people hire us to come show up places, stuff like that. We're getting more into that.
We totally believe in multiple streams of income.
Yes, you have to have it these days, right? Yes, and we love you as a couple. Arena, how are things going between you and Ashley? I think, Miss G, I think we kind of know.
Yeah, I think what happened between me and Ashley happened on Twitter. It was a big Twitter war on between me, her, Jamie, and one of her nannies or her assistant.
Okay.
And from that point, I just felt like I just didn't want to be around that type of energy. So I had to kind of like shut down and just not. I mean, I haven't spoken to her really in like a couple of weeks.
Wow.
And I just need some time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just too much. I'm almost 50 years old. I've lived a peaceful life. I never bicker and argue and fight with my friends. So to have to deal with this stuff and Twitter, like I've never been on Twitter. I only got on Twitter for the show.
Okay.
To communicate with our fans,
Yeah.
And then all this Twitter war and all this stuff, like that's not something I like to do. And when they start doing that, it gets to be too much. And I don't like that toxic energy. I don't like it. So I had to kind of just like distance myself for a while. I'm sure we'll probably reach out and have a conversation, but right now I'm just enjoying this time. I'm woosah and
yes, and do it. So E-Baby said, Diva, let her know we are Team Arena over here. Love. Okay, so yes, I love it. With it being filming so long with filming, will you do another season? Oh, okay. So pretty much she's saying like, after this season is done, would y'all come back another season?
Well, for us, that would be season 3. It's going to depend on a lot of things like paperwork, contract. Because it's a lot. And OWN is not Bravo, obviously.
Okay.
And then, like she said, just the toxic side of it. Like we live in peace. I did toxic for 25 years.
Right.
Then from retired to this other stuff, and I'm fine with moving forward, but the contract gotta make sense for me, and then she can speak.
Yeah, the same thing with me. The contract has to be right. There's a lot of things that we have to discuss with the producers, the executive producers, Carlos King. A lot of things that we disagreed with the first contract. Because when we first started, it was season 1. Instead of doing season 2, starting a new contract, giving us more money, they started doing 1B, 1C, which kept us under the same contract with the same amount of money. and we're working hard. Like we're being vulnerable. We're putting our
Yes,
lives
we
out
are.
there. We're dealing with the bullshit on social media and all kinds of stuff. We're losing friends. You
Yep.
know, it's just like something has to change. So in order for us to continue another season, the contract, the money, everything has to be in order. So that's the thing.
And what you gotta realize, we are entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So we have businesses to work in between filming 5 days a week.
Right.
And it's hard. My business is in entertainment, which involves music and crowds and all that. They can't follow that.
Right.
So I gotta be here. I got my event every week I do, and then it's like I'm filming up. But I'm like, you knew I had to be here 8 o'clock. Why am I still here at 9, 10 o'clock? Like,
Yeah.
It's definitely hard having another life outside of filming. Like if you're
Mhm.
trying to juggle businesses or just one business and trying to film at the same time is really hard. It's difficult because you're not on set. You know, you get a call time for like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then you may need to be back on another set by 3 o'clock. You know, like sometimes you're like, well, how do I manage my week, or how do I manage my day? How do I deal with my clients? How can I run a business effectively? You know, and sometimes we may not get notice until the day of or midnight, the night before, you know, so it's just, it's difficult sometimes. But again, like I said, the contract, you know, has to be on point in order for us to say, oh, this makes sense. You know, let's do it.
Well, listen, I'm praying for y'all because I think it's a great show. And I feel like that the show doesn't get promoted enough, right? I know, like, you know, everybody just kind of watches, like, you know, we watch Bravo shows over here too, but we just kind of watch it because we're used to being on Bravo, right? But I think y'all have a good thing going. I think it needs to be kind of promoted just a little bit more and a little bit better. And I'm praying that y'all get that Bravo money because y'all deserve it. And y'all are working hard and we see it. And to just allow people into your lives like that, especially with sensitive subjects and knowing that people are going to judge, that alone deserves a whole lot. Okay? A whole lot. So I'll definitely be praying for you over here. Jamie, was you going to say something?
What you just said. So you got to imagine me, law enforcement, season 1, but you want me to get on TV and act like I'm some soft dude, soft parent, whatever. So then when I'm me and I'm stern and tough, I'm controlling, I'm a bully, I'm aggressive. What do you expect? Like I just did. Well, at the time, season 1, they didn't know I was in law enforcement.
Okay.
But I didn't sign up to get on TV to act like another person.
Right.
If me and my wife can't argue, then what world do y'all live in? What married couple don't have a disagreement?
Right.
And whether I raise my voice, she raised hers, everybody critiquing us do the same, if not worse, in their own house. But we're on TV, so yeah, we got to get all this judgment. I got a lot of backlash for a lot of stuff that I know was TV stuff. It was TV stuff. I'm just leaving it at that. And then once you film for 2 hours, it's 4 minutes of this. And you don't even know what
part they're going to use.
And I'm like, where the rest of it? Like when that was cleared up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the world you in. And then it's frustrating because, like you said, you got a million people with these opinions, and they know you from, 4 minutes of a scene that was chopped down to this big. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Arena, this is a good one. They said, have you ever considered a fitness wear line? Because we know you keep in shape over there.
Yes, someone actually texted me today, didn't they? Someone just texted me about that, and they want to guide me and support me with a fitness line. I considered it a while ago. I have so many friends that have fitness lines. They're constantly sending me things to wear on the show. It's a competition, but I'm sure if it's my name, I'm sure people will wear it. So
absolutely, I do agree. So, ask Arena, is she going to send the Silvers an invoice for you to using the Tylers as a storyline?
That part, I'm considering it. Definitely me. I said that all watching the whole first thing. Like, what? You need to give me a raise.
Yeah, I think well, a lot of people are asking questions about Ashley. I think maybe the cameras got to her. So Jay said, how do you feel about Ashley trying to be in charge?
And see, that's what I was just talking about. I said you have people when those cameras cut on, they want to be the star of the show and they want to be the head bitch in charge and all that kind of stuff.
And what you guys don't know, Raina's a self-made millionaire 8-9 years ago. Before all this. That's why the cameras want to follow her. That's
Wait,
why
say that again, Jamie. I missed that. Say that
she's
again.
a self-made millionaire 9 years ago.
All right, okay.
So that's what y'all don't know. And you can Google it. So
yeah, all right now.
That's why she's like, I've been that BITCA. Stop playing with me.
Right. So when people say who's in charge, I've coached and mentored and trained thousands of people in network marketing. I was the number 2 African-American top earner in the company for years. When I say train people, I'm talking about thousands, men and women, help them, quit their job and, make extra income. I've been that person.
And I am that girl. Okay.
That girl.
I love it. I love it. So is there anything you would change about the show? Thank you for this question, Ray, and thank you for the super chat. Is there anything you would change about the show from a production perspective? Team Tyler over here.
Would you?
Change about the production. I wish we could bring on probably, it could be a double-edged sword, but like our personal friend of ours. Like she's dealing with Ashley's friends.
I don't want to do it.
And that's why they're bickering, as you see. But like we have friends that's with, personalities that could come on. She don't want to do it.
I see, I'm afraid of that because like we were saying before, a lot of friendships break up. A lot of marriages break up. And I don't want my real friends that I've been friends with for 10, 15 years. We're peaceful. We're in a good space. I do not want to have them on the show. And then something changed. The cameras get to them. They get big-headed. They think they this. They think they that. I'd rather keep them separate from this because when the camera shut down, I want to have my real friends in my corner. I want to be able to relax and enjoy my friends and travel with them and hang out with them with no problems, no bickering, no drama. So for me, I want to keep them off this camera.
I will add this, though. I know every show has to have a villain, and I feel like production has made me that guy. Before I was a little offended, but now I've come to embrace it. So at first I would have said that because I do a lot of backtracking when I know I'm in the hot seat. I clear it up, but they don't show y'all that. So now it's like I know I said that twice, like the created the boss thing from season 1. I stopped the scene and addressed that. Y'all didn't see it. Then I did it again on the couch. Yeah, I ain't see it. So I said, I say that. So I'm the bad guy. All right, cool.
But you said it again for the second half and see if they keep it in.
Yeah, they do all have to have villain. So Sachi, thank you so much for the super chat. She said Arena is a pretty angel, but Rob with the bob wig on is not a boss.
That's right.
Ray with the bob wig.
Ray wig did very well in my collection too.
Nice. That is beautiful. Let me see real quick here. We run through some other questions here really quickly. I don't want to hold you up too long. Trying to see if there's a question that oh, okay. So this is good. Diva, can you pin Arena credit repair business? I have a lot of clients. Okay.
Me too.
Okay, Arena sent it to me, Vanessa. I'm gonna put everything in the description of this video once we're done. Okay, so I will definitely put it in there because a lot of people they need help with that.
Yes, they do.
People trying to get their credit together, get their houses. Go ahead.
So she works with
a lot of lenders, a lot of agents I work with. So yes.
All right now, Raina, go ahead. See, I love when we learn stuff like this. We know that the show has to be the show and that there has to have some level of drama, but I also love to hear all of this stuff. So that's why it's great to do interviews. Somebody said, is Joy coming back for another season?
I think so. I haven't heard anything otherwise.
Okay. All right.
They're coming back.
Okay. It was interesting having Joy on the show. Vanessa said, I get people funding, so we need you, girl. Okay. That's good. Okay.
And then also, our email is jamieandaraina@gmail.com for anybody just want to
Inquire about anything. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, okay. You know what? Too, I'll put the email in the description too, guys. So anybody that needs to get in touch with them, I will definitely put the email in the description. And so, okay. Anybody else? Any questions before we get ready to get out of here?
Where are the Jamie questions?
Ah! I know, Jamie. You know what? I will ask you this, Jamie, but you already know. You know, you seem like a little stern sometimes on the show. You know, like you're like that rah rah. So what do you, I know you said that the show kind of, you know, kind of pointed you as the villain. So how do you feel about that? And how do you feel like when you watch yourself, like how do you feel about your scenes?
Some I would say more season 1. I ain't like a lot of that, but I didn't know what I was doing. And in my defense, I was being harassed by and Monique and Ashley to be what y'all see.
Mhm.
It was like, you need to do this, you need to have reaction, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care about none of this y'all talking about. But you need to have opinion. So then when I just go, here you go. And then it's like, oh, look at Jamie. He's an asshole. He this, he that. Season 2, you know, some of those scenes are moments that had to happen. I'm gonna just leave it there. You can take that for what it's worth. Somebody said regret. So I didn't confront him at Jason's party. As you see, we're filming a TV show. I was not talking to Lil Jamie at the time of that party at all. Cameras came to DC. Where's Lil Jamie? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. Okay, well, y'all have Jason's party. Is he coming? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. We had a party. He walks in, as you see. Oh, Jamie, you gotta go talk to Lil Jamie on the balcony. Cool. I go out there to address the text and all that was going on between us, and you saw his responses. None of that was making sense to me, and I got frustrated. It didn't have nothing to do with me drinking. I was frustrated in how you think it makes sense that you could just keep getting money from your grandmother, and then you say your girl holding you down. None of that makes sense to me. Like, you're a 26-year-old grown man, and you have no job. You live with us, or you live over there. And before the cameras got here, he had a haircut, he had hair all over, like he looked crazy. And when he got mad at how I was reacting to his text and all that, he took the mic off and said, fuck it, and took all that off and walked out. They chopped it down. You don't see all that. So when he left out, I was like, cool, we done. Then they was like, go in the hallway. He's crying, go in the hallway. So I'm like, now what? So I go in the hallway. You don't see it. Me and the producer going at it because she yelling at me about him, and I'm going back at her. And then they cut to right when me and him got into it. And it was like, don't let these cameras get you knocked out in this hallway. Like, forget all this at this point. Like, you're doing entirely too much. And that's what I said. And they separated us. And, you know, that's when I said, I ain't saying nothing else to this dude. Like, I'm done. So no, in a perfect world, I would have ignored the shit out of him, like I was doing prior to them coming. There's nothing to him. Filming a TV show, you gotta have those conversations.
Yeah, but filming, you had to confront it, and maybe you know what, it was a good thing, right? Because it brought you to the counseling and all of that, so it was a good thing. Roy, yeah, thank you for your question. It said, Jamie, now that you retired, is life any different for you?
I would say yeah, because. Well, my last 5 years of working, I was inside. I had like a 6 to 3 shift. So I was weekends off. But the fact that I can wake up when I want, go work out now, mess with her during the day, go make my, like, all that's like what I dreamed about. And then my real thing was for my parents to see me finish. You know what I mean? Because in 96, police was getting shot in D.C. I'm applying to be the police. And they was like, I don't like. She was like that. Everybody was like, I don't think so. And I swore I would make it home every night till I retired. And when I did that, and you'll see my retirement party
Second
in
half.
the finale.
Right.
It's very emotional.
But
Yeah.
not even just that. It's going to be the second half of the season is about a lot about you after
Yeah.
retirement life.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
They definitely dive deeper into, like, if you, them questions you asked, my sternness, and they dive deep into why I'm like that. And I open up about stuff I've witnessed in 25 years in DC.
Yeah. You know what, Arena? Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate it. Your super chat. She said, "Thank you for representing honest and real." And that's what I think all the audience connect to y'all with, because we feel that it's so authentic, it's so real. And speaking of that many years of him being in the force, Arena, like, how did you feel at night, or that if he didn't work the night shift, like, how did you feel every time he was going out to work? Like, being a cop, that's a lot.
Yeah, I was definitely nervous and afraid every time he left out the house, especially when he had those big events, when he had to protect the White House, or he had to do like special events for the president.
Uh-huh.
He had to come home and put riot gear on. That's when I really got nervous, because when he's doing that, you just never know what can happen. Even when he's out in uniform, you just never know if he's going to make it home or not. So during that time, I was very nervous, afraid, especially when he first went into the force. But one thing about Jamie, in order for him, what kept me kind of like calm sometimes, he would never talk about anything bad that happened during his day. If he had to pull out his gun, or if somebody was chasing him, or he had chased him, he never would tell me those stories. He would give me all the good stuff. Oh, it was a good day. We didn't really do too much, like they were having fun. I think he did that to keep me from worrying all the time. And he came home and shared, stories like, almost got shot at. Oh, this person almost stabbed me. If I had to hear stories like that, I don't know what I would do.
Right.
But because he didn't share so much when he came home, I think that's something that really kind of eased me, and I was able to cope with it a little more. It was a lot. And especially because he was gone a lot, so it left me like taking care of the kids,
Yeah.
It's a lot when you're married to an officer, and he's doing overtime, and he's doing part-time jobs, and court,
And just to tell you my track record. So when I came on in '97, I went to the hood, one of the hoods, in patrol 3 years. And then I went to narcotics, where I did undercover and jump out and chase. I did that for 8 years. That's 01 to 08. And then I went to the Southeast. If you're from DC, you heard of Southeast DC. I went over there as a detective. And then I went to homicide for almost 6 years. And then I went to sex offenders after that, and that's where I retired at. So I was in harm's way literally 20 years straight, 20 straight years. And then my last 5, I was inside, more admin, but you're still dealing with some scummy people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I know, I'm sure, just being there, I'm sure probably during some time, did you ever have to arrest somebody that you knew?
I would probably try to help them. The time I can remember, I tried to help them.
Okay.
I got a few of them out of being arrested. Yeah, one thing about me, I'm from here, so I was seeing people I know every day.
Right.
Yeah. But it was like, let me talk to them. Hold on. And then I move them from whoever got them, and like, then let me go back over here. Like, what can we do? Because it's like my guy from high school. You know what I'm saying? And if it could work itself out, it could. If it couldn't, I tried. But I didn't have.
I would love, because I don't want to hold y'all up, I would love for y'all to. Oh, did I miss a question? With
they said, how did you feel that Ashley was yelling at me?
Oh yeah.
Like I said, that whole at the Christmas party, I'm assuming all of that was totally uncalled for. I didn't like it, and I know my wife, despite what they show you guys, she's a firecracker, even with me. Season 1, they didn't show y'all a lot of that firecracker, but you're seeing it season 2. And, I mean, she's time enough for Ashley, I promise you.
Yeah, it's gonna pick up. So the second half is gonna pick up with me and Ashley. It's not good.
I imagine.
Raina is from DC inner city, DC public high school. She's been around stuff since she was a kid. So Ashley barking at her is nothing.
Yeah, when she walked away from me going up them steps, that was the worst thing she could have did. As you can see, I was arguing, I was saying something. Going up the steps and then they cut it off. So you all gonna see a really heated argument the second half.
Whew. Well, listen, that part in the basement with her and Joy was a lot.
Oh yes.
It
Oh, you
was.
haven't seen nothing yet. Okay.
Ooh. Oh.
Nothing yet. Okay.
Woo. They said, "Oh boy." Okay.
Half of the season. My God.
Mm.
Yes.
I want to ask you this really quickly, Jamie. Was that your brother that did the picture of Jason?
No, so Demont Pender is a celebrity artist.
Oh.
He's been painting celebrities for decades. Probably he's from New York, and he's painted everybody. Big Daddy Kane,
Everybody.
Eric B. Rock. He hangs with all these guys whenever they come in town. So I've been in the celebrity space for my events. So naturally, I've known him for years, and then I reached out to him and said, you know, I want you to be in the scene, paint Jason. He came up with the idea. She just sent him a picture.
Wow. Yeah. I love the picture. Really, really nice. Amazing. Like good work. Good work. So guys, what do y'all want to kind of close out with? What would y'all like to tell the people? And I want to say this to y'all too. I would love it if y'all could come back again, but I think y'all need to give the people tips on just being a couple, you know, just marriage. Because it would help a lot of people. Like nothing is perfect, but I love the fact that y'all been married how many years?
27.
27 years. That's a beautiful thing, people. Black love. I love it. And I think that people got to learn how to stay in relationship with each other, right? Because it's definitely a roller coaster ride. And when you want to know about being in a relationship, you got to talk to some people that have done that thing for 27 years, 30 years. I mean, come on. You got to talk to somebody who's really been through it and know how to stick with it through thick and thin. I really love y'all two together. A very beautiful, amazing couple. But what would y'all like to tell the people, and what would you like to end with?
So look, I do want to piggyback off of what you said. You don't see a lot of couples being married for 27 plus years on reality TV. The last time you started to see that was on the Huxtables. So the things that you all are seeing being played out in season 2 with the swallowologists, going to the sex store, that's normal for people that've been married this long. You know, so we'll see, you know, people commenting on social media like, y'all not having sex? I would be having sex. Y'all not doing this? We've been married and together for 30 years. You know, it's not going to be like it was when we were in our 20s. You know, a lot has changed in our relationship. And I'm not saying like we don't love each other, but we added on new businesses. You know, we got busier. You know, like things have changed. So it's not like we're going to be having sex like rabbits every he wants to. He wants to, but we just want to show people, and I'm sure it's a lot of people that have been married 20 plus years that can relate. Even people who have been married 10 plus years, you know, they can relate to everything that we're putting on the show as a married couple. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yes.
I guess what I would leave, and to answer one of your questions, they can't follow my entertainment because the music and the crowds. When they're filming, you got music copyright issues.
Yep.
People COVID test, so it's too much. And we tried that, and they got on my damn nerves. I hear this corny music. I'm like, what are y'all doing? They're like, well, we just need 10 minutes so we can. No, turn it off. Everybody's leaving. I don't want them at my events no more.
Right. Yeah, it is issues with that.
Right.
Yeah, I would leave with just follow us on social media for real, off-camera, authentic Jamie and Raina. Like when you got cameras following you around, it's gonna be certain days you're not gonna like me, you might not like her, and just know it's business. You know what I'm saying? But our relationship is battle tested from 20 years old for me. She was 19. I'm about to be 50. She about to be 49.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever in between you can imagine, we done been through.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we never gave up. We're best friends. I don't want nobody else in the world to be my wife. She's stuck.
Aww.
My moody days. She got moody days.
Yes.
They just don't show them.
Oh my God.
They show mine. So I would just say you just never give up. We have 3 amazing kids. You know, trying to make them. Can I say that? Can I say make them? help them become millionaires and get out of this. You know, I have to be careful my words around here. My goal is to see everybody win, and whatever I got to do to facilitate that, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Please ask Arena about playing the first lady of BMF.
Tonessa. So we actually hanging out.
Playing. No, she's not playing.
Oh no. So I'm not. No, I'm actually not even in the movie.
I'm in that.
James in the movie, but we're hanging out with the first lady of BMF, the real first lady, because she's friends of ours. They're coming in from Detroit, and they want to sightsee. They want to see the African American Museum. They want to go visit the monument, the White House. So we just hanging out with them. But no, I'm not in the movie. Not this time.
Okay. Baby Queen, I'm gonna put everything in the description where you can buy Arena's wigs at and support. And we're fans over here. We love you guys. Wishing you nothing but the best. And yes, only to give up some money and stop playing. Okay. They need to give up that darn Bravo money. We ain't got time for this. There can't be working for pennies now. Come on now, OWN. So I'm praying again that once again, like I said, I think a lot of people need to hop over to OWN to watch this show. I think they're missing out on good reality TV. And I do hope that Carlos King gets the budget. We need that Bravo budget over there at OWN, okay? That's right. And I don't blame y'all. Even though I want to see y'all again, but hold out, make them up that contract. They can find that money in that piggy bank and knock it off. Okay, they need to stop playing games. But y'all two are amazing. A pleasure to see you on TV. Hands down, Arena, and both of y'all together, just a very stylish couple. Okay, y'all giving it on this TV, and honey, slaying it down, Arena, slaying it down. I'm talking body and everything, girlfriend. Okay, you keep it tight and right. You keep it tight and right.
Keep up with him.
Huh?
You have to keep up with him.
I see. It's out there with you too, but I mean, absolutely love it. Amazing, beautiful couple, and I'm really connecting with y'all big time. So looking forward to seeing your second half of the season. Well, definitely will be tuned in, and we'll be recapping the show every Wednesday over here. Can't wait to see the reunion, and I can't wait to see all the great things that y'all gonna do. And I'm telling you, hands down, your family, y'all can have your own reality show.
We've been hearing that. People been tagging Carlos, so we tag Carlos because we can
come up. Yeah, y'all can definitely get your own little spin-off show because y'all definitely got enough storylines going on. Tell my people
we need the cameras with us 24/7 because it's always a moment. It's always something going on with the family.
And I think that's why it's this stuff going on, because what you just said, because the whole internet saying, and I think people reading it and you seeing the after effects of it.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious.
Yeah, well, I think because one couple after season 1 felt like they were on the top.
Mm-hmm. And one week left.
Right. And I think that kind of went to their head. Mm-hmm. And so this is the residual effects is all that's happened on, because I thought that scene with Joy in the basement was a bit much.
Very.
It was a bit much. And it's like, okay, can we all share this platform together? Like, that
was a lot, because it's like, how did this even come up? How did that subject even come up?
Right.
You know, like, where did it come from? So that was a lot. I had no idea that subject was even coming up. And why are we even talking about this? Who cares? Who on the show? It doesn't.
Right.
All I gotta say is buckle up for part 2.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna be ready. I'm ready.
Something else.
You can do like this.
Yes.
Oh my God. And listen, for her to be that close to her face, it was a lot. That basement scene was a lot. We was like, whoa.
We haven't seen nothing yet, I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
That's good. Now you know why I don't answer my phone. I had to shut things down because I'm telling you, that second half of the season gonna blow your mind.
oh my God, I can't wait. So listen, first of all, let me tell y'all, thank you so much. I really do appreciate y'all coming through over here to the Gray Tribe. Okay. We absolutely love y'all. Stay in touch. Okay. Come back again after the next season is over and after the reunion. And like I said, I would love for y'all to talk just relationships and couples, because I think a lot of people need that. And I heard you, Jamie, and I love that you said it. You said she's the only one for me. Listen, man, catch that message, okay? Because some men out here, you're playing games with your wives, and it's not right, okay? He says she the only one. There you go. That's his baby. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Everybody. Good night, everyone. Say thank you for silence. And we are going to put all of their information. You got to follow them and watch Love and Marriage DC, and tell your friends that are not watching to watch, okay? We want this show to carry on. We want them to make big bucks. We need them on our TV because they're showing us a whole lot of love, a whole lot of family, and a whole lot of fashion. All right, guys, listen, I love y'all and good night.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Good night.